Hello, good morning to all the students. I am Shubhangi Gondane from Mechanical Engineering Department, and today we study about the control system, that is open loop control system and closed loop control system. So what is the concept of the control system? The control system is designed as a device to manage the command, direct or regulate the behavior of other devices or system to achieve the desired result. The control system achieves this through the control loops, which are process designated to maintain a process variable at desired point. In other words, the control system can be simplified as a system which controls the other system. As human civilization, the modernization day by day demands the automation as increases alongside. The automation requires the control, and over this the control system is implemented. So this is the diagram which is related to the control system, in which the resistance as well as the loop are controlled, whereas the resistance with respect to the voltage are controlled. In recent years, the control system have played a centralized role in the development and advancement of the modern technology and civilization. Practically every aspect of our day-to-day life is affected more less by some type of the control system. For example, the control system in our day-to-day life included as a air conditioner, refrigerator, bathroom, toilet tank, automatic iron, and many of the processes that is related to the car, such as a cruise control. The features of the control system. The main features of the control system is that there should be a clear mathematical relationship between the input and the output system. When the relationship between the input and the output of the system can be represented by a linear proportionality, the system is called as a linear control system. Again, when the relationship between the input and output cannot be represented by a single linear proportionality, rather the input or output are related by some non-linear relation, the system is referred as non-linear control system. The requirement of the good control system. There is a necessity and requirement of the good control system. The accuracy. Accuracy is the measurement tolerance of the instrument and define the limits of the error made when the instrument is used in normal operating condition. The accuracy can improve by using the feedback element. To increase the accuracy of any control system, the error detector should be present in the control system. The sensitivity. It is the second factor. The parameter of the control systems are always changing with the change in surrounding conditions, the internal disturbance or any other parameter. These change can be expressed in the term of sensitivity, and any control system should be insensitive to such parameter but sensitive to input signal only. There are two types of the control system: the open loop control system and closed loop control system. The open loop control system, a control system in which the control action is totally independent of the output of the system, then it is called as an open loop control system. The manual control system is also open loop control system. The figure below shows the control system of an open loop in which the process output is totally independent of the control action. So this is the diagram of the open loop control system, in which the desired processor responses and this is controller is attached, and this controller can be gives the output of the process, then output is attached, and with respect to that the output, process output is obtained. So this is called as an open loop control system. The practical example of open loop control system, that is the electric hand dryer. The hot air comes from out as long as you keep your hand under the machine, irrespective of how much your hand is dry. Automatic washing machine. This machine runs according to the preset timer, irrespective of washing is completed or not. The bread toaster. This machine runs as per the adjusted time, irrespective of toasting is completed or not. Automatic tea or coffee maker. These machines also function for pre-adjusted time only. The timer blade clothes dryer. These machine dries the wet clothes for pre-adjust time. It does not matter how much the clothes are dried. The light switches. The lamps glow whenever the light switches is on, irrespective of the light is required or not. The volume on stereo system. The volume is adjusted manually irrespective of output volume level. So this is the diagram which is related to the open loop control system, in which it is the example of dryer. The dryer time. The dryer times can be the input and it can be controlled with the timer, and this timer can be gives the output signal in the form of the heating. Heated the cloth, it is the process, and you will get a dried cloth. This is the same diagram which is related to the open loop control system. So open loop control system is referred as non-feedback system. Is the type of continuous control system in which the output has no influence or effect on the control action of the input signal. In other words, in the open loop control system, the output is neither measured or read back for comparison with the input. Therefore, an open loop system is expected to faithfully follow the input command or set point regarding of the final result. As the open loop system has a knowledge of the output condition, so cannot self-corrected by the error it could make when the preset value drift, even if these result in large deviation from the present value. Main characteristics of the open loop system. There is no comparison between actual and desired value. An open loop system has no self-regulation or control action over the output value. Each input setting determines a fixed operating position for a controller. Changes or disturbance in the external condition does not result in the direct output changes. The advantages of the open loop control system. The simple in construction and design, economical, easy to maintain, generally stable, convenient to use as output, is difficult to measure. The disadvantages of the open loop control system. They are incorrect, they are unreliable, any changes in the output cannot be corrected automatically. After that we come on closed loop system. A control system in which the output has been effected on the input quantity in such manner that the input quantity will adjust itself based on the output generated is called as a closed loop system. An open loop control system can be converted into a closed loop control system by providing the feedback. This feedback automatically makes a suitable changes in the output due to the external disturbance. In this way, the closed loop control system is called as an automatic control system. The figure below shows the block diagram which can explain the feedback system is taken from the output and it feeds to the input. So this diagram can be explained that this is the input and this is a controlled output, controlled process, and you will get the output, and this output is connected to the feedback of the input. So practical example of the closed loop control system. The automatic electric iron. The heating element are the controlled by the output temperature of the iron. The servo voltage stabilizer. The voltage controller operator depend on the output voltage of the system. Third example is water level controller. Input water is controlled by the water level of the reservoir. Fourth example is missile launches at the auto track by the radar. The direction of the missile is controlled by comparing the target and position of the missile. And next example is an air conditioner. An air conditioner functions depending upon the temperature of the room. The last example is cooling system in car. It operates depend upon the temperature which it controls. So this is the diagram which is related to the control system. The same diagram is given here. The dryer system. It can be controlled with the help of the electric energy. The heating effect is given with respect to the heating element. The heating is completed to the cloth, and after that the dried cloth is obtained as output, and this output is connected to the sensor and sensors give the feedback again to the controller. So this is the diagram which self explains the process of the closed loop control system. So for example, consider our electrical clothes dryer from the various open loop tutorials. Suppose we use the sensor or transducer to continuously monitor the temperature of the dryer, the cloth, and feed the signal related to the dryness back to the controller as shown in the figure. The closed loop configuration is characterized by the feedback signal derived from the sensor in our closed drive system. The magnitude and polarity of the resulting error signal would be directly related to the difference between required dryness and actual dryness of the cloth. The term closed loop control always implies the use of feedback control in order to reduce any error within the system, and its feedback which distinguish the main difference between an open loop and closed loop system. The accuracy of the open loop thus depends on the feedback path, which is general, can be made very accurate and within the electronics control system and circuit. The feedback control is more commonly used than open loop or feed forward control. The closed loop system have many advantages over the open loop system. The primary advantages of closed loop feedback control system is its ability to reduce the system sensitivity to external disturbance. For example, the opening of the dryer door, giving the system more robust control as many changes in the feedback signal will result in compensation by the controller. So main characteristics of the closed loop control system as to reduce the error by automatically adjusted the system input, to improve the stability of an unstable system, to increase or reduce the system sensitivity, to enhance the robustness against the external disturbance to the process, to produce a reliable and repeatable performance. The advantages of the closed loop control system. The closed loop control systems are more accurate even in the presence of non-linearity, high accurate as error arising incorrect due to the presence of feedback signal. The bandwidth ranges in large, facilitate the automation. The sensitivity of the system may be made small to make the system more stable. This system is less affected by the noise. The disadvantages of the closed loop control system. They are costlier, they are complicated to design, required more maintenance, feedback leads to an oscillatory response, overall gain is reduced due to the presence of feedback, stability is more problem and more care is needed to design a stable closed loop system. So this is the difference between the open loop system and closed loop system. The first difference between the open loop system and closed loop system is the feedback element is absent in open loop, feedback element is present in closed loop. In open loop, the error detector is not present, closed loop error detector is present. In open loop, it is stable, in closed loop, it becomes unstable. In open loop, it is easy to construct, the closed loop, it is complicated to construct. In open loop, it is economical. In closed loop, it is costly. In open loop, the small bit bandwidth is required. In closed loop, it is high bandwidth is required. It is inaccurate, it is accurate. Open loop required less maintenance, closed loop required more maintenance. Open loop is unreliable, closed loop is reliable. For example, hand dryer, tea maker. Example, servo voltage stabilizer, perspiration. So feedback loop in the closed loop control system. The feedback is a common and powerful tool when designing a control system. The feedback loop is tool that takes a system output into consideration and enables the system to adjust its performance to meet the desired result of the system. Any control system, the output is affected due to the change in environmental condition or any kind of disturbance. So one signal is taken from the output and feed back to the input. So the signal is compared with the reference input and the error signal is generated. This error signal is applied to the controller and the output is corrected. Such system is called as an feedback system. The figure below shows the block diagram of the feedback system. So this is the reference input. It is adjusted at the set point. Then actuating signal is going to the input. It is controlled by the control element. Then manipulated variable can be implemented with the plant, and this plant can be give the signal controlled variable as a output, and this output is again attached to the feedback element. This feedback element gives the signal to the reference value or set point. So this is the diagram which is related to the feedback system. When the feedback signal is positive, then the system called as positive feedback system. For the positive feedback system, the error signal is additional or reference into the signal and feedback signal. When the feedback signal is negative, then the system is called as a negative feedback system. The negative feedback system, the error signal is given by the difference between the reference input and the feedback signal. The effect of the feedback in a control system. The following labels are applied in the figure. R shows the input signal, E error signal, capital G forward path gain, H heat pack, C output signal, B feedback signal. So this is the diagram which is related to the system R, E, G, C. This is the feedback block diagram. B with positive and negative terminal. So feedback has the following effect on the control system. The error between the system input and the system output is reduced. The system gain is reduced by the factor 1 by 1 plus or minus G8. They improve the insensitivity. Stability is also improved. So thank you. This is all about the feedback or control system. The control system having the open loop and closed loop. In next presentation we are study the detail about the feedback system. Thank you.